Hello and welcome to FS19 new mods. Today we got a few mods to show you from the farming simulator Modhub. I'm UK Gamer 808 and I will take you through the first look FS19 mod review on these new mods. So let's go to the Modhub and see what we're looking at today. And here's today's FS19 mods, and we have a new map, Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods. Somerset Farms, which is based on various places around the UK. All the features of 19 animals are built in. Full season support with grazing, custom lighted animated object, custom soil textures and ground textures, distance grass, cow farm, pig farm, sheep farm, 2 selling points, 30 fields, custom transport missions and field missions. I do like them, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I've done a map tour for that already before I've done new mods, so if you want to have a look at that, go and check it out. And then we have a look, the next one is the Hayloft by Switch, and that's it, in which you can hold machines, hay, straw and crops, blower, a crops blower disassembly option. Okay, size 14x7, seasons ready. And then we have the Pöttinger Jumbo Combiline by Melody 98, and that consists of 4 different models by the looks of that. The biggest 47,000 and the smallest 33,000. That's a forage harvester, isn't it? Picker upper. And then we have the Workshop Garage, which that's a new one, quite a big, decent size that one, and that's by Agrochov Čerti. 30 grand workshop trigger, opening doors, switchable lights, seasons mod compatible. And then we have an update for Holmakra, which is pretty cool. I really want to do this map, and I only thought about it the other day, and then now it said added farming. Awesome. Expanded the map, foliage textures from Project Mecklenburg, farm buildings from 20mm Normandy, new tree textures, a few minor corrections. And then we've also got an update for Dresden Half, which the changelog is prove your own placeable, exchanged some shelters, textures on the side of the road and some dirt roads changed, revised landscape in the game now, bushes, grass town and decorative grass cannot be drawn, renewable be drawn. Okay, except with the new textures on the streets, dirt roads and landscape none. New landscape none. New save game needed. Right. And then we also have an update for Charwell, and that's lights added to the farms, the frame rate issues, lights added to the farm, frame rate issues from farmhouse fixed, fields and train fixed, gates fixed. And that's your lot for FS19 new mods today. So first off we have the Pöttinger Jumbo Combiline. Now this does come in 4 different trailers, and they are separate, where there's no configuration for them to be on one. So there are 4 different ones. Now they are all different sizes. Now -8 on the slot count, so not huge amounts of slots, and they are a loading wagon for picking up your chaff or straw or whatever, hay, grass, whatever you want. Now we'll start off with the first one here. Now this first one is the 6010, and it holds 33,800 litres, 12 mph work speed on all of them. Now the smaller ones have got the 2 axles and the larger ones have got 3 axles, and we got a nice little picture on the back. Looks like the cows are trying to get in there. Looks pretty cool, a bit different anyway, isn't it? Now you can have Michelin tyres. We've got trail balls. If you want the Michelins, which are the wider ones, they're available on all of them. They're £1,750 extra on that, and it does look a nice bit of kit, doesn't it? I know I always say that, but look at it. It's cracking mod. Then we move on to the next one, which is the 6610. Now this one holds 37,300, so they're all a fair decent size. 95 grand to buy with £4,845 on your initial leasing costs. And then moving on to the 7210, and that's £105,000 to buy with £5,355 on your initial leasing costs on that one. And that one will hold 40,800 litres. Now the cost of them compared to the others, they are a little bit cheaper, so it's always nice they are a little bit cheaper than certain ones. And then we have the bad boy, which is 47,300 litres, will cost you £125,000 and is £6,375 on your initial leasing cost. And you see we've got the steering axles, that one there and that one there on the back. I think the back one does steer on the smaller model there, but nice mod, really is. Got lighting all the way around, nice lighting cluster on the back there, and a nice job. So does it work? I don't know, I haven't tried it out yet. Now I am using the lizard adapter as well. I thought I had that out anyway, so let's give that a go. It just gives you that extra turning radius. I'll tell you what, let's hook up the smaller one first to see if that, yeah, it is. It's the back wheel is the steering axle, you can see on there, which always helps in reversing it. Makes a big difference having those turning wheels. Whoa, there's the lizard adapter, and let's hook that on. And then we got all the hoses linked up. Of course we've got a few more because we got the adapter, but it all looks pretty cool. Now we have got some, let's put the help window on and then I can show you. We hold down the R1 button and we can turn that one there. Now I didn't quite understand that bit there. Why would you want that bit? Because if you go up and down, it goes down like that, and then you can fold that flat. So all the other ones we've got this flap, so I didn't understand. All the other ones are like that. You got that flap and do that. So what is the point of doing that? I couldn't quite work that out. Perhaps I'm just thick, I don't know. If you can enlighten me, let me know. But they are basically the options for it. Now you can also press the R1, yeah, it is the R1, and then on the right analog, and we've got the draw hitch where you can lower and raise that down, and that moves quite a bit, it really does. And then we've got the lower pickup option, so we've got the lower pickup there, and we can adjust that to suit, bring it down a little bit, and now we're touching on the deck. Lift pickup, cool. Right, so what about, well, unloading? So let's turn the forage wagon on, and then we can do the, should be able to unload here. Yeah, we can unload here. You can see we've got the, let's get on the back, and we got that belt moving around as well, conveyor on it, and it just throws it straight out the back just like that. So there aren't any other unfolds for the ladder or anything like that, but the ladder does work. And nice looking mod, done a cracking job. We don't get crap, do we? We really don't. Everything looks really good nowadays. I know it's a console and PC looks 10 times better, but we're not doing too badly, I think. So let's get it down to the field and make sure it picks stuff up, which is always helps. Right, I'll see you down there in a moment. Right, so we're down in the field, and let's drop that lower pickup, reverse it up a little bit, and then we can fire that up. And that's going in there, no issues with that. 12 mile an hour working speed. But see, with this lizard adapter you can just turn, look at that, that's nearly 90 degrees. Really good mod that is. Let me see it filling out the back. Filling up out the back, filling up the back. And I should clear these bales, these wool up really, shouldn't I? But I'll get round to it eventually. But there it is, it works, no issues. Can we throw it out the back? We can throw it out the back. And it doesn't mind a big pile to pick up as well. It didn't have any issues with that. Picked it all up. Cool. So that is the Pöttinger Jumbo Combiline. Right, next FS19 mod review. We have the Hayloft. Now this is quite cheap. Good for storage, 250,000 litres for storage, and will cost you 15 grand to buy, and minus 13 on your slot count. So we got quite a few doors on it. I think there's 6 all in all. We got that one there, and then we got these ones round here. Open those up, and we got the latch, the animation on it. Go on then, open. Right, that one doesn't want to, oh there it is, that one's opening. There, it's opening now. It didn't want to do it before. There it goes. And so we got a little bit of storage. There is this wall in here, so you are a bit restricted. Well, you're a bit restricted on the height there anyway. You're not going to get the that case in here, are you? No chance. It might go in that one, maybe just. And then we have also got this door at the top there, which can be opened. If I bring the case in, we can get up there. Now this one, you can have the thing when we drive to there is a slight collision because the blower is actually there, but you can have the option to use it or not use it. Open gate, and then we have a little loft hatch there, but you can't get into this bit because there's something in the way. Now what is in the way? Well, you go down to here and you've got the switch. There is mount the hay and straw blower. So as soon as you do that, you stand back, those top doors will open if they're closed, and then there's the blower and there's the chute. So if you don't want to see these bits, then you can do away with them. However, they do still show there. Now if you're going to fill it up, if you haven't got them there, it won't work. So let's demount that. Now I've got a truck here which has a little bit of hay in, so we reverse up to that trigger, and you see there is no trigger. It will not trigger. You have to have the blower mounted. There it is, just like that. And then when we go over, when we reverse up now, we've got the tip function. So there's the trigger for it, and the trigger worked fine, didn't have any issues with it. Let's move that out of the way, and then we can refill it back up again. My only thing about this is that these doors will get in your way if you got a big vehicle coming down here. You've still got enough height there. Come on in, close the door. Let's close that one as well, make it a little bit easier, and we'll close that one. Right, let's jump in the truck, and then we should be able to just reverse up. Start filling, and then we got the hay, straw. That's the only thing we got in there at the moment. So it is just hay and straw what you can store in there by the looks of things. So that is the new Hayloft. Now we did have another one in the game, but that one isn't. That one's not there anymore. Giants aren't looking after that one anymore. So it was slightly different. I thought I had it, but no. It's I do delete quite a few of the mods because I've always got like 90% full up. It does my nutting, really does. Anyhow, moving on to the next FS19 mod review, we have the workshop garage. And you think, wow, that's pretty big, fair old size. Nice looking old style building with a bit of rendering all over the top of it. And then we got these few windows dotted around, and we can see in just like that. But I've got a little gripe on this one, and it's this bit on the end here. So we've got all this building, and let's open these doors. Well, you can't open these doors, you can't open that door, you can't open that door, you can't open that door. So what we're saying is useless. And then you've got that loft hatch up there. Now we can't open this door, and takes it into the main area. This is the largest bit. There is lighting just there, just like that. Now this is minus 22 on the slot gate and 30 grand. So sliding doors for that one is to get those bigger bits of kit in, which it is high. There's plenty, you know, you're not going to struggle with many items getting it in there. And then we go into this bit here, and we have the workshop trigger, which is just there, and then double doors going out the back here. So what the hell is all that for? That is just a complete waste of space. It is a long building anyway, and you wouldn't mind that as long as you could use the building. Now if we jump in the class and we drive over to that way, and you see we go into it, and you can tell it's not being used because you get this see-through effect. Whereas if it's a building what's being used, you don't get that. So that is, I don't know if it's a glitch and you're meant to be able to use that, or I don't know. They do look like doors there, so perhaps the doors just don't open for some reason. But to me, a waste of bloody time. Nothing I hate more than having buildings with space you can't get into. So let's hope that gets resolved, because otherwise I'll never bloody use it, because what's the point? Half of it you're talking there. So alright, just a little under half, but there's a huge section you can't use. Anyway, we've got a nice little lean-to area there, and then going up on the roof, done a nice job with the tiling effect on this roof. So done a nice job. It's just that bit over there. What's the point of that? I just don't understand. But that's just me. I'm a bit fussy at times. Right, well that's your lot for today's FS19 new mods. Now these came out in the Modhub for Farming Simulator yesterday, and I was doing a map tour, so I didn't get time to do it, and I was actually looking at how Macra, well, I wanted to do a map tour on that with the update, but there seems to be a bit of a glitch on that, so we're waiting for an update for the update. So hopefully that'll come. Now mods in testing hopefully will be resumed later. We didn't get a update on that either, but if we do, I will get a video up as soon as it comes out, and any new mods will be showcased later on this evening. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I always appreciate if you smash that like button for me, and if you are new to the channel, why not go and check out my hundreds of other farming simulator videos I've got coming up for, I think this is 650 videos now, this one. It's something like that. There's a lot to go through. There's that many, I've forgotten what I've done as well. Right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.